morning. Will you please rise as you are able for the academic procession and then followed by the national anthem. For the 403rd time, candidates for baccalaureate and associate degrees are gathered to celebrate their commencement from the Pennsylvania State University. All are in their places. These exercises for the spring of 2023 for the College of Health and Human Development are hereby called to order.
Good morning, and thank you, Dr. Kimmel. I'm Dean Craig Newshafer of the College of Health and Human Development, and I join in welcoming you all to our commencement ceremony today. We'll now be led in the national anthem performed by College of Arts and Architecture student Erica Harvey, accompanied by the Center Brass Quintet.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets bursting in air, gave forth through the night
Please be seated. It is truly wonderful to be with you all on this joyous occasion, in person and also on our live stream, as we celebrate the accomplishments of those individuals who have completed their academic programs at Penn State University. To begin, it is now my pleasure to introduce Executive Vice President and Provost of the University, Justin Schwartz.
Thank you, Dean Neuschafer. I am honored to join you in the celebration of the Health and Human Development Class of 2023. Good morning, graduates, and welcome family, friends, and visitors. The commencement ceremony is of great importance. It is patterned after a ritual which has been repeated through the long history of higher education and duplicated throughout the world wherever there are universities and colleges. The academic dress and ritual have their origins in the first English universities of the Middle Ages. The mace is a symbol of the university and was carved from the first newel post in Old Main. The robes that we wear reflect our medieval past, and the caps and tassels are ancient symbols. Yes, commencement is steeped in history, but the spirit of commencement is modern and always changing. Most importantly, commencement is a symbol of the outstanding achievements that have brought you to this day. Today is your moment. And make no mistake, the tears in the eyes of your loved ones are not because they thought you would never leave this place. It is a deep-seated and genuine pride in all your accomplishments and all of the sacrifices made to get to this day. You are entering a world unlike any before in our history, one that has been forever changed by a global pandemic, and one that is defined both by great challenge and by opportunities to continue making our global society more safe, more secure, more healthy, more inclusive, and more equitable. I hope you will consider how your degree equips you and prepares you to contribute to the shared collective effort of building a better world. I will now turn it back to Dean Neuschafer.
Thank you, Provost Schwartz. It is now my pleasure to introduce today's commencement speaker, Commissioner Catherine Ott Lovell. A lifelong Philadelphian, Catherine is one of her city's biggest champions. She was appointed Commissioner of Philadelphia Parks and Recreation by Mayor Jim Kenney in January of 2016. In this position, Catherine oversees 700 full-time employees, more than 2,700 part-time and seasonal employees, and over 10,000 acres of land, 500 buildings, 166 miles of trail, 250 playgrounds, and thousands of programs and events throughout Philadelphia's parks and recreation system. As Commissioner of Philadelphia's Parks and Recreation, Catherine is leading one of the nation's largest urban parks and rec systems through a period of unprecedented growth and change. Under her leadership, the department implemented its first strategic plan to create a more equitable staffing model, developed innovative and relevant programming, and built a citizen-centric parks and recreation system that responds to the needs and the aspirations of Philadelphia. Prior to her appointment as commissioner, Catherine served as executive director of the Fairmount Park Conservancy, where she grew the organization's impact, laying the groundwork for the golden age of public spaces that Philly enjoys today. Prior to that, she served as chief advancement officer for the incredible mural arts project of Philadelphia. Currently, Catherine serves on the board of directors for the Please Touch Museum, the Schuylkill River Development Corporation, Parkway Council, Free Library of Philadelphia, the Mann Center for the Performing Arts, and the Philadelphia Sports Congress. Catherine will be leaving her position as Parks Commissioner on June 2nd, but will be continuing her service to the city as President and CEO of the Philadelphia Visitors Center Corporation. My pleasure to introduce Catherine Ott Lovell.
Thank you so much, Dean Neuschafer. I want to acknowledge and thank Provost Schwartz and the entire faculty and staff and administration of Penn State University. And a very, very special thank you for having me to the class of 2023. It is a humbling experience to be asked to give a commencement speech. And it has made me reflect on how qualified or unqualified I am to give you advice, given all that you all have gone through to get here today. I guess it's nervous, right? I guess it's normal, sorry, to be nervous about doing something like this. I mean, you feel this immense pressure to say something that will be meaningful and memorable. I actually had some of my friends from college over the other night, and I did a little dry run of this speech for them. And we got to talking about who our commencement speaker was when we graduated from the University of Scranton in 1996. And I'm sad to say that after about 20 minutes of racking our brains, throwing out guesses, Googling, and at times arguing, we could not for the life of us remember who our commencement speaker was. Was it Tim Russert? Was it Wynton Marsalis? Mary Higgins Clark? Someone threw out Agatha Christie, but I said she died in 1976, so it probably wasn't her. We may never know. So I gotta tell you, that was a massive relief. It is really liberating to know that most, if not all of you, will not remember me at all 25 years from now. Heck, you may even forget me by tonight if you're having a good enough time celebrating. What I can tell you, what I can promise you though, is that you will never ever forget this day. It's an interesting time to be graduating from college. The world is a strange and divided place. I'm sure you've heard your parents and your older relatives say how much more complicated things seem nowadays. You've had to navigate your teenage years and your young adulthood amidst a world of social media, snapping, chatting, tweeting, gramming. You've been through pandemic and protests, impeachments and insurrections, mass shootings and Me Too, climate change and the Kardashians, and trying to remember which one of them is actually real. It's climate change. So yes, I do feel incredibly daunted to offer you all advice. And so I watched some commencement speech videos, a lot of good ones out there, really inspiring, some awful ones too. And I do realize right now I'm walking that line. And so what I decided to do was to speak from the very center of my heart and pretend I'm offering advice to my daughters years from now when they sit in your shoes. And I have a quick question because we were a little scattered today and I don't know where they're sitting in this place. So could they raise their hand? Anyone see them? I see them. They had front row seats, but I forgot to tell them. So, hi guys. So what would I say to my two girls, Lucy and Johanna, as they embark on this journey? Well, first I would tell them to put their phones down, because my first piece of advice to them and to all of you is to live in the IRL. The best part of life exists outside of this. COVID and the global pandemic it caused has made us far too comfortable with the virtual world. You know this all too well. You are pandemic alumni. Your college experience was irreparably changed by COVID-19. You had no choice but to submerge into the depths of the virtual world. But the responsiveness and the algorithms of that virtual world are dangerous. Amazon, we spend all our time with what we know and what we like. Amazon tells us what we need to order. Netflix and Hulu tell us what we want to watch. Our social media feeds only show us the news we want to read. We must be aware that the collateral damage of existing in a virtual world impacts our ability to relate to one another. It limits our opportunities for social cohesion. It impedes our common humanity. Be mindful of this. Be intentional in your efforts to live outside your screen. In my role at Parks and Recreation, I've come to believe in the power of parks and public spaces to bridge that human connection. Public spaces have the unique ability to bring us together. to connect us to people who are like us, and more importantly, to connect us to people who are nothing like us. That same power exists in the other majors you have all chosen here to study in this School of Health and Human Development. You have emerged from your virtual cocoons with the foresight and the fortitude necessary to help you rebuild and repair those rifts that divide us. You have become emboldened and empowered to become great champions of the IRL. You have become in real lifesavers. My second piece of advice, trust the process. Sometimes you choose the path, and sometimes the path chooses you. Sometimes we are faced with responsibilities before we are ready, like motherhood or fatherhood, caring for aging parents, serving our country. Heck, even serving on jury duty is hard for some of us. Sometimes we get jobs we're not ready for. I can see this in my own journey. When I was asked to serve in this position, I felt completely unready. Commissioner of a Parks and Recreation Department? You mean like Leslie Knope? Not really at the top of the list of things I thought I would ever do, for so many reasons, but I'll list a few. I have terrible seasonal allergies. I only recently learned the difference between an annual and a perennial. I'm not the best recycler. I've never been camping. I hate to sweat. My athletic ability can be summed up in one anecdote. I was the catcher for my t-ball team. Do the math. And yet here I am, commissioner for one of the largest parks and rec systems in the country, a responsibility I was probably not ready for, but I trusted my path and took it on because of my love for my city and my deep desire to make it better. Whether you are spiritual or not, I encourage you to believe in the possibility of providence, a higher power or being that is guiding you throughout your life, with each stage, each phase preparing you for the next one. Believe and trust in that providence, and I promise you, you will look back on your career someday and see how it formed you. Number 3, find joy. Joy and fun are essential to a well-lived life. I thank God every day that I run a Parks and Rec department and not police or fire or DHS or, God forbid, sanitation. At Parks and Rec, we're the slides and swings guys, the Department of Fun. If you've seen the show Parks and Recreation, it's quite funny and 100% accurate. So accurate, I actually had to stop watching it when I started this job so I wouldn't bring my work home with me. I try to find humor in almost every situation. Do your best to discover joy in everything you pursue, in every aspect of your life. And also, be a bringer of joy. Be an evangelist of joy. Joy is a free resource. It can be a tremendous leadership tool to lead through joy and humor and candor. It is amazing to see how it helps you engage with people and to build their trust. Number 4, make good friends. When I think about my college years, the thing that brings me the most joy is the people that I met and how they changed my life. The people I met in college changed my entire perception of friendship. In college, the lines between friendship and family become completely blurred. You are living and eating and doing lots of other things with these people you've come to love. It's hard to remember your lives without them. They are more than just the people you have made those core memories with. They will be in your weddings. They will be your child's godparent. They will be there when your parents pass away. They will be there when you get sick. They will walk with you throughout your life. You may fall in and out of touch with them, but when you reconnect, you will pick up where you left off like no time has passed. Make good friends and keep them. Go to them when they need you. Call them back when they annoy you. Thank them when they help you. Forgive them when they hurt you. Listen to them, learn from them, and love them. Good friends will be the single greatest investment you will ever make. The best friend I made in college was my husband, who I met on the very first day of school. And that brings me to one extra piece of advice that I hope you don't forget. Choose the right life partner. You can marry anyone these days, anyone you want. Yay, equality! If you choose to marry, to spend your life with one person, choose well. Choose that one person who will support you no matter what, who will do whatever they need to do to help you follow your passions and your dreams, who will stay up all night with you when your kid has a stomach bug, who will not really notice your haircut but will lie and say it looks great, who will put up with your insane fear of flying and help you on and off that plane after many, many pharmaceuticals it took to get you on there, who will amaze you every single day with the extraordinary parent they have become. Choose someone who makes you better and who you will never, ever regret choosing. Number 5, and this is the last one, remember to take turns. I have 2 daughters who are here with me today, and while I've had some big jobs, my greatest responsibility is being their mom. And as their mom, I've had to teach them the basics, including how to take turns. This has always been a big topic of conversation in our house. We've spent hours discussing whose turn it is to do what. How many times I've heard, when is it going to be my turn? You already had a turn, or my personal favorite, not fair, it's my turn. I believe taking turns is a fundamental life lesson. When we are little, we learn, whether we like it or not, the necessity of taking turns, the reality of what it means to share, and the sudden realization of the existence of other people. My oldest daughter loves swings. She would wait her turn for a swing 10, 15 minutes. If there was another kid waiting while she was on a swing, she would offer it to them. And after years of watching this simple childhood act on countless playgrounds, I realized how this very simple experience at the playground taught my daughter how to become more patient, how to compromise, how to be self-aware and kind. By waiting her turn, she becomes more conscious of the needs and the wishes of others and how to respond to them. She builds empathy and a capacity for selflessness and generosity. At first, the notion of taking turns is a rule, obeyed by a child merely in anticipation of their next turn. They do it because they have to. But as we grow into better humans, taking turns shifts from doing something for others because we get something in return to doing things for others just because. I believe that shift happens because of grace, a greater force for good that drives us to become selfless, to search for ways to serve others. Seeing these grace-filled turns in your own life is a true gift. Like when our 3-pound daughter was in the NICU, and I watched the nurses take turns feeding and changing her. And when my husband and I took turns watching her breathe and sleep. And days later, when our friends and family descended on our brand new house to take turns unpacking our things, cooking us meals, and building our IKEA furniture. Like when someone close to you dies and people just appear, taking turns to handle things you can't even fathom, taking turns to help you cope and heal. Think about how many people took turns to get you to where you are here today, right now. Maybe they are right here in this room with us. People who at some point over the last 20 years put your needs before theirs, who made sacrifices and gave up pieces of their own happiness so you could succeed. And think about the people who aren't in this room today. Your teachers, your coaches, your neighbors, your crossing guards, the financial aid officers, your first boss, your SAT tutor, your roommate who let you in every time you forgot your keys, your doctor, your dentist, your Starbucks barista. All of those people, turn after turn after turn. Those who helped you get here, who helped you become you. Now it is your turn. Today begins the transition when taking turns is no longer about what you get, but what you give. Your turns will not always be obvious. You will have to look for them. Throughout the rest of your life, you will encounter people who haven't had a turn. Your first instinct might be to push past them if they don't serve as a means to your end, but stop. What you've received here at Penn State over the last few years, and likely from your parents before that, are lessons that can help ensure that everyone gets a turn because you have plenty to give. You have achieved a state of grace that helps you make sure there are enough swings in the playground for everyone. Penn State class of 2023, it's your turn. Go take it. Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine, for the humor, the insight, and inspiration offered in those remarks. Now I welcome Provost Schwartz back to the podium.
And now, class of 2023, we turn to the Board of Trustees. the legal corporate body of the Pennsylvania State University. This is the body that, by our charter, is given final responsibility for the governance, welfare, and all other interests pertaining to the university. At this time, I call upon Trustee Robert Tribeck to authorize the conferring of degrees at this ceremony. Robert J. Tribeck served as an alumni-elected trustee of Penn State University from 2015 through 2021, and in September 2021, he was awarded Trustee Emeritus status. He earned a Bachelor of Science in Economics from Penn State in 1991 and a JD with highest distinction from the Ohio Northern University College of Law in 1994. He currently serves as Executive Vice President and Chief Legal Officer at Penn Health, a central Pennsylvania-based healthcare system. Trustee Tribeck resides in Mechanicsburg with his wife Karen, also a 1991 Penn State graduate, and two children, Brendan and Lauren, both of whom are members of the Penn State class of 2023. We are very pleased that he is with us today. Trustee Tribeck.
Thank you, Provost Schwartz. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, we would congratulate the class of 2023, your friends and families. And you hold a special place in Penn State history. Your class, as you well know, was the first class to suffer the effects of COVID-19. You did not get your freshman year to finish normally, yet you persevered. And through that, you have learned that you are able to overcome anything. You attended college in the most difficult of times, and you persevered. And for that, you will always, always have a special place. Now, people ask me what the best part of being a trustee is, and it's no question it's this. It's coming here, getting dressed up in the cool stuff, and looking out at your faces and seeing you ready to tackle the world. I've done a lot of these, and I'm always thrilled to see the students, but I'm just as thrilled to look up in the stands and see these parents, these friends, these family members. They are just as proud of you as you are of yourself. And to see those faces, they sat in traffic for 18 hours to get in here today, they are a big part of your success. So thank you on behalf of the Board of Trustees to all the friends and families who helped these students achieve what they achieved today. So now, turning to my official duty. Dr. Schwartz, by virtue of the authority vested in and as approved by the Board of Trustees of the Pennsylvania State University, you are hereby authorized on behalf of the Board to confer upon each of these candidates the degree earned as certified by the appropriate college faculty and dean.
Thank you, Trustee Tribeck, for the authorization to confer degrees for those candidates assembled. Before we proceed to the conferral of degrees, please note that Penn State is recognizing our graduates who are actively serving, veterans, and graduates of our ROTC programs with a special red, white, and blue honor cord for their service and sacrifice. At this time, I would like to ask all graduates who are embarking on military service and veteran students who have served our country to please stand and, as you are able, and remain standing. Please remain standing as I now ask all the guests in the audience who are veterans or active duty members of the military to please stand as you are able and join the graduates. We thank you for your significant contributions to our nation, and you may be seated. I also want to take a moment to recognize another group of students with us today, our first-generation college students who stand on the cusp of becoming first-generation Penn State alumni. Our first-generation students are pioneers within their families and trailblazers at our university. They face unique challenges not shared by many of their peers, and their tenacity in the pursuit of education, academic excellence, and personal and professional achievement is a model to which we can all aspire. Would all members of our graduating class who are first-generation students please rise as you are able, and everyone please join me in congratulating these students on their momentous accomplishment today. Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Schwartz. Graduation marks an important academic achievement, and I'm pleased to recognize and introduce the academic leaders of our programs in the College of Health and Human Development. They represent the faculty who certify these students for their degrees, and as of fall 2022, Penn State has granted nearly 920,000 degrees. Will each academic leader please stand as I call your name and remain standing until all are introduced? Joshua Smythe, Distinguished Professor of Biobehavioral Health. Diane Williams, Department Head of Communication Sciences and Disorders. Christina Daly, Associate Teaching Professor of Health Policy and Administration. Donna Quadri-Folletti, Director of the School of Hospitality Management. Douglas Tatey, Department Head of Human Development and Family Studies. Nancy Williams, Department Head of Kinesiology. Meg Brunig, Department Head of Nutritional Sciences. And Peter Newman, Department Head, Recreation, Park, and Tourism Management. Acknowledges it. Thank you. You may be seated. I now wish to recognize the graduates who have earned meritorious achievement by finishing in the top 12% of the graduating class. The names are all noted in the digital program, and upon completion of final grades, there may be some additional names added to this list. And the diploma will have these academic achievements noted on the official document. So students who are graduating summa cum laude are wearing a blue and white cord. Students who are graduating magna cum laude are wearing a blue cord, and students who are graduating cum laude are wearing a white cord. So I'll ask these students to rise in groups, and just please hold your applause until the students in all three categories are standing. Will those students graduating summa cum laude please rise as you are able and remain standing? Will those students who are graduating magna cum laude please rise as you are able and remain standing? And will those students who are graduating cum laude please rise as you are able? And now let's congratulate all these exceptional students. Thank you. You may be seated. And though sadly we cannot share with you the accomplishments of each and every one of these graduates, we have identified one student as representative of the College of Health and Human Development class of 2023. Sarah Jimenez Rincon, our class marshal. Would you please rise? The daughter of Martha Rincon and Fernando Jimenez from North Wales, Pennsylvania, Sarah is graduating today with bachelor's degrees in both biobehavioral health and nutritional sciences. Sarah served as a leader in the Schreyer's Honors College Student Council, most recently as vice president during the 2022-23 academic year. She received the Penn State Presidential Academic Excellence Award not once, not twice, but 3 times, and was also awarded the Victoria N. Price Memorial Scholarship. In addition to her degrees in biobehavioral health and nutritional sciences, Sarah is enrolled in the Penn State College of Medicine's Integrated Undergraduate, Graduate, Accelerated Master of Public Health program, where she will work toward a master's degree in public health with a focus on community and behavioral health. Sarah, I offer you my best wishes and heartiest congratulations on your achievements. Thank you, Sarah. You may be seated. I'd now like to call upon Dennis Shea, Associate Dean for Undergraduate Studies and Outreach in the College of Health and Human Development.
Thank you, Dean Newshafer. At this time, we want to recognize another exceptional group of students, those selected to be recognized as respective academic units student marshals. Similar to the college student marshal, each program conferring degrees today selects one student based upon their academic, extracurricular, and leadership contributions to serve as student marshal and represent all students graduating from their respective major. We have provided information about each student marshal's accomplishments in the commencement program. I will ask that each department's student marshal stand if present as I call your name. Please hold your applause until all students have been recognized. Representing the Department of Biobehavioral Health is Alexandra Pino. Representing the Department of Communication Sciences and Disorders is Julia Sultana. Representing the Department of Health Policy and Administration is Taylor Jones. Representing the School of Hospitality Management is Yen Ton Ip. Representing the Department of Human Development and Family Studies is Jennifer Harris. Representing the Department of Kinesiology is Winta Thompson. Majoring in athletic training, and Victoria Sui, majoring in kinesiology. Representing the Department of Nutritional Sciences is Anna Santoro. Finally, representing the Department of Recreation, Park, and Tourism Management is Leanne Pickett. Please join me in recognizing our student marshals. You may be seated. This concludes the recognition of the department marshals. I'd now like to call upon Provost Schwartz to recognize another group of our graduating students.
Thank you, Dean Shea. As a land-grant university, we are chartered to offer the opportunity for training in the military service, and at Penn State, we have programs in the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines. Representing the joint services today is Lieutenant Colonel Daniel J. Gross, U.S. Army Professor of Military Sciences.
Will all the graduates from the Pennsylvania State University Reserve Officer Training Corps please rise? Dr. Schwartz, it's a privilege for me to present our graduates of ROTC as officers who will serve in the Armed Forces of the United States.
On behalf of the Pennsylvania State University, I congratulate each of you. You may be seated.
Representing these candidates is Leah Lenker. Leah, please rise. The daughter of Denny and Lisa Lenker of Gratz, Pennsylvania, Leah is graduating today with a bachelor's degree in biobehavioral health. Leah was the recipient of the National Society of the Sons of the American Revolution Silver ROTC Medal, the Outstanding ROTC Scholar Leader Vice President's Award, and the American Legion Scholarship Excellence Award. Following graduation, Leah will begin her career in the Pennsylvania Army National Guard as a medical service officer at Fort Indian Town Gap, Pennsylvania. She plans to attend medical school in the fall of 2024. Congratulations, Leah. You may be seated.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Gross.
Okay, now I'm pleased to introduce probably the most cherished part of the graduation ceremony, crossing of the platform as your name is read aloud. So, as our students prepare to cross the stage platform, let's all also take a second to recognize that there are some who couldn't be with us in the BJC today, but are watching this event from around the world on our live stream. So let's take a second right now and give a round of applause to the graduates who are not here with us. All right, next, your families who've come from near and far are eager to hear their students' name called. So I'm going to ask everybody if we could just refrain from making excessive long duration noises as names are read, so that the next family can also hear the name of their beloved graduate. And graduates, after you cross the platform, I'm going to ask you to return to your seat for the remainder of the ceremony. After the last graduate crosses the platform, that's when we will actually confer your degree and you can move your tassel. So please be sure to remain with us at your seat for this important moment so we can share it all together in that we are spirit. Okay, Dr. Pawelczyk, ready? Here we go. We're going to announce our graduates for recognition.
Graduates being recognized in the Department of Biobehavioral Medicine, Biobehavioral Health are
Lauren Werner, Ariana Scott, Adriana Willis, Maite Andrea Barrenechea, Valencia Nathaniela Registry, Emily Louise Sossman, Samantha J. Murray, Christopher Joseph Price, Allison Catazone, Anna Catherine Adams, Eric Dodson, Nicholas Robert Bellini, Jaden Rose McHenry, Gianna Marie Puccio, Lily Giordano, Madeline D. Brodsky, Rachel Osei, Michaela Jordan McNeil, Cassidy Barbara McGarry, Haley Jane Phillips, Aaron Wu, Brandon Michael Hennell, Noah Robert Wiggins, Nina Wiggins, Margaret Boyle, Jessica Myers, Javina Grace Duddy, Kylie Flynn, Jack Michael Gilbert, Catherine Ann Ott, Gianna Rita Finicum, Margaret Teresa McGrenra, Precious Yaboa, Trey Anthony Kovalik, Stephen Rufo, Molly Sullivan Schrader, Sarah Ann Malinchak, Grace Mullahay, Ann R. Butler, Olivia Lynn Pena, Nicholas Michael Anderson, Jessica Ledley Marsden, Taria Pillay, Jada Danielle Shaughnessy, Shelby Ann Odell, Samantha Jo Krebs, Quincy Grace Blubaugh, Bria Liffey Hayes, Mackenzie Taylor Gray Olson, Carrie Leanne Seibel, Lauren Grimaldi, Shannon Elizabeth Topley, Riley Thorndike Axenroth, Giselle Marie Guzman, Madeline Amy Buckingham, Elette Dunn, Maya Elizabeth Kopp, Corinne Gabrielle Charlot, Courtney Mary Dillman, Taylor Elizabeth Dublin, Allison Prendergast, Taylor M. Valente,
McKenna Ann Munoz.
Jackie Zoe, Anna Fetzko, Matilla Sakor, Kayla Patricia Bennett, Chloe Isabella Nackley, Lexi Mae Dalton, Olivia Rose Phillips, Michaela R. Burkholder, Taylor Autumn Roberts, Grace Hamill, Catherine Carr Wilson, Caroline Pelletier, Kylie Grace Kiger, Molly Elizabeth Camp, Alexandra Eileen Bisignaro, Sydney Elizabeth Collenberger, Isabella Marie Pinto, Leah K. Lenker, Brooklyn Brittany Belts, Kayla Marie Breikovic, Natalie A. Craig, Claire Elizabeth Leidy, Kaylee M. Bar-Nadav, Kirsten Page Semko, Jennifer Nilsson, Misha Jones, Elena Michelle Shaley, Taylor Dingle, Dwaylon Bryant, Lance Ibrahim Conte, Kara Catherine Becker, Tate V. Hamilton, Bailey Ann Flannery, Amber Nicole Brenhuber, Madison Munson, Kimberly Rose Shea, Cecilia Petrarca, Madeline Grace Croyle, Ellen Mansfield Wager, Amaya Adams, Mary Therese McCormick, Megan Marie Relampagos, Melanie DiCecco, Lindsay Cooper, Nev C. Heather, Rachel Mina Phillips, Haley Elizabeth Spiker, Julia Ann Gambino, Krista Marie Midthassel, Ryan Olivia Courtney, Abigail Rose Robinson, Elizabeth Connolly, Francesca Torralba, Ella C. Lewis, Daniel L. Slogoski, Landon McDonald, Jordan Elliott Handler, Maxwell Efrain Martinez, Pablo Moises Hernandez, Annalise Bickley, Alexis Sidney Hackenberg, Katie Lynn Aquino, Patrick Joseph Gallagher, Ryan Hamill, Lauren Elizabeth Ertel, Alyssa Shedlock, Nanditha Lakshminarayan Gannasan, Cameron Buss, Sarah Jimenez Rincon, Tori E. Young, Aidan Ann Sekele, Colleen McWilliams, Sophia Emma Falco, Leah Ann Martinelli, Kate Laura Capuccio, Annika Rose Goshorn, Julia Ann Bernero, Lauren Elizabeth Wysensky, Asani Christopher Henry Fong Yit, Megan Dalo, Matthew Thomas McHugh, Hannah Lopes, Caitlin Nicole Kornman, Charles Oluwakera, Elisa G. Afiuni, Stephanie Christine Gonchevsky, Sabrina E. Ray, Rachel A. Ramalia, Aspen E. Alma, Alexa Celia Van Benscoten, Teresa C. Mackey, Elizabeth Ann Zaitis, Emily Jean Cooper, Nicole Caroline Hingos, Erin Nicely, Carlos Manuel Nieto, Alec S. Culina, Nicolette Marie Nolte, Wei Wei, Ivy Grace Miller, Matthew Franklin, Isabella Sophia Porter, Ava Michelle Campbell, Lauren Biss, Michaela Marie Kohansky, Erin Marie McStravick, Sophia Marie Cavino, Laura Ann McElroy, James Michael Conaway Jr., Maeve Claire Connaughton, Kathleen Davis, Madison Lee Baxter, Madison Elaine Kuzmich, Shannon C. Pomerantz, Lindsay Gromlick, Jacqueline Roberts, Alexandra Noel Pino, Madeline Insera, Caroline Togno, Juliana Rose Higgins, Jocelyn Knight, Jerry Monet Butler, Zane Scott Mowry, Sophia Helena Carfagno, Mary Grace Brizendine, Julia Page Sharon, Hunter Caleb Trithart, Lauren Emily Daniel, Melissa Thomas, Jasmine Sandu, Fernanda Leah Quadro, Isabella Eileen Luna, Bailey Slusser, Tyler James Deal, Olivia Venturino, Pardeep Kaur, Emily Elizabeth Farrell, Abigail Cecilia Bakken, Alexandra Nicole Sanchez, Jeanette Elizabeth McLeod, Grace Welch, Hannah Menachillo, Melissa Rose Begley, Taylor German, Dalton Luce, Erica Eunice Morse, Sydney J. Brown, Jessica Boyle, Carolyn Morgan Snell, Abby Danielle LaBanca, Kira Brianne Morissetti, Deborah M. Grace, Taylor Lynn Huckey, Alexandra J. Whalen, Nikita Petsy, Grace Joan Murphy, Hannah Gilbert, Gretchen Marie Bloom, Allison Dorothy Salkin, Elizabeth Marie Adams, Krista Maria Ngam, Megan Elizabeth Balke, Abigail Haig, Jordan Elise Kay, Tabitha Jean LaRosa, Carter Rhodes, Natalie Grace Capretto, Ariana Ruhani Whitaker, Diana Mohammed Abedel, Gianna Anelli, Constantina Maria Faust, Alexa Ray Davis, Natnell Abate, Hannah Elizabeth Savoya, Michelle M. Schroeder, Lucy Elizabeth Sharp, Danielle Marie Carter, Colin Alex Steinbecker, Logan Robert Gagliardi, Trey Thomas Stein, Sri Sai Lahari Peruri, Ellie Catherine Baldo, John Edward Lyons III, Abigail May Williams, Grace May Wagner, Emma N. Drews, Madeline M. Blodgett, Deborah Eller, Jacqueline Claire O'Neill, Madeline Grace Todd, Jillian Renee Harrell, Abigail Chang, Cassandra Shayna Burmore Bradburn, Olivia Anna Yates, Sarah Elizabeth Van Horn, Grace Ann Beveridge, Alexa Jordan Zober, Catherine Sabrina Andia, Madison V. Park, Hannah Caroline Friedenberger, Lauren Gaby, Marlena Nicole Prestis, Kathleen Mary Rose, Mahika Pragnesh Sampat, Jason Duomo Sarpong, Isaiah John Allen, Sarawet Mekanent Johannes, Eno Anima Abrifa, Idunu Olua M. Olawale, Taylor C. Grazio, Cameron Faith Chafee, Morgan Linda Norris, Lily Grace Venditto, Nia Davis, Jiwan Kang, Marwa L. Ashry, Amor Henderson, Kiana Kayla Fingo, Amy Nicole Bladen, Cassidy Page Rushlow, Virginia Johnson, McKenna Ryan Long, Claudia Marie Day, Alexandra Danielle Fontano, Mia Carla Spurgell, Danielle Joan Massaro, Evelyn Hogarth, Jonathan Hogarth, Megan Rose Velez, Jake Henry Friedenberg, Anna Sage Beebe, Daniel Patrick Hadar, Caitlin Rich, Marcia Abellard, Kendra Monarch Longo, Angela Hope McCarthy, Emily Torsha, Cameron Freeland, Caitlin Hope McCowan, Kayla Marie Yauch, Alyssa Danielle Welch, Raina Olivia Lang, Lauren Coral, Kirsten May Charlier, Riley J. Malat, George Nizar Sankari,
Graduates being recognized in the Department of Communication Sciences and Disorders are
Rita Catherine McGorty, Ramya Jagathish, Madeline Barban, Felicia Danielle Terranoni, Isabella Rose Cordray, Alexis Marie Lavallo, Justine Therese Carabardi, Madison Marie Mari, Lauren Carey Rostosi, Caitlin Wilhoit, Stephanie Alexandra Sullivan, Natasha Alessandra, Jaden Ann Colden, Mackenzie Blagovich Miller, Megan Ann Healy, Grace Kaplan, Olivia Pergler Black, Lauren Taylor Bauer, Sarah Catherine Shirk, Morgan Elizabeth Jones, Joseph Kyle Bush IV,
Samantha Patterson,
Chelsea Meredith Grossman, Kayla Bissell, Gabriella Lauren Rangel, Madeline Geib, Nicole Alexa Miller, Jenna Monica Walsh, Eve Elise Ryan, Madison Romaine Davis, Haley Eve Tevnan, Kirsten German, Brooke Ashley Batens, Jessica Rose Buckwalter, Amira Corrine El Denari, Julia Renee Sultana, Mackenzie Quinn Gladfelter, Caitlin Ann Connor, Alexis Nicole Chimney, Fela Sarkissian, Mariel Braylon Lattimore, Elena Marie Hellman, Natalie Marie Buckley, Kendra Schultz, Haley Alexa Goodyear, Jordan Wagoner, Sierra Michelle Smith, Danielle Rose Mazzola, Kristen Jane Taylor, Lauren Jamie Schwartz, Grace Elizabeth Hurst, Danielle Lee Saborin, Casey Ann Ems, Haley Elizabeth Tyrrell, Haley Reith, Mackenzie Elizabeth Heinley, Bianca Natale Delano, Sydney Grace Kane, Olivia Jill Himmelstein, Abigail Sarah Farahan, Angela Teresa Saliola, Mackenzie E. Haley, Emily Metchie, Rachel Bolton, Macy Jane Valek, Sophia Alexa Salgado, Hannah Motley, Elizabeth Nicole Smith, Abigail Eileen Kane, Caitlin Felicity Grabowski, Kaylee Marie LaFrance, Emily Jean Baldwin, Gina Rucci, Alexandra Lee Schulman, Abigail Baranski, Alessandra Cavallaro, Chloe Annalise Schuler, Isabella Byler, Isabella Nicole LeBlanc, Kaylee Egan, Jerix Daniel de Guzman, Emma M. Catanzarite, Julia Maxine Antioquia, Lila P. Gomez, Caitlin Marie Kemp, Kimberly Jean Dutil, Rachel Lee Trotty, Anna Elizabeth Hayes, Tori M. Smith, Elizabeth M. Isley, Kara Elise Newton, Sarah Andrea Bashaw, Ramya Vege, Sarah Grace Lamoni, Aya Saga, Sophie Lena Chang, Mora Ramos, Shu Yu, Madeline Ann Roman, Julia Pliska, Carrie Ann Whittle, Katie Lauren McCollum, Alyssa Kaylee Tarja, Hannah Elizabeth Lehman, Natalie Lisa Guarino, Samantha May Verano, Veronica Elizabeth Snell, Victoria Jane Patota.
Graduates being recognized in the Department of Health Policy and Administration are
Julia R. Araujo, Hannah Jane Early, Catherine Ann Aiken, Amanda Rose Adams, Eugene Jung, Lachey E. Johnson Williamson, Janice Lynn Schneider, Brian Matthew Schwartz, Caitlin Miller, Brianna Alexa Lacey, Garrett Michael Smith, Ian Reynolds Tracy, Caroline Todd, Carter J. Felker, Taylor Maya Jones, Sabrina Delgado, Vivian Kim Ho, Naomi Wallerson, Silka Marie Echeverry, Alexis Lashley, Gina Christine Diebik, Jenna Marie White, Kelly Ann Kostick, Simrandir Kaur, Sophia Wen, Tamara McMillan, Elizabeth Martino, Rebecca Lynn Klaas, Robert John Finn Jr., Chloe A. Quartararo, Sophia G. Liguori, Christopher Logan Ray, Elise Chastain Gower, Amelia Prislak, Catherine Bernick, Braden Patrick Drescher, Eric Sweck, Jordan Keith Williams, Sydney Nicole Parker, Annika Biami, Catherine Burrows, Lindsay Grace Mulcahy, Christina Marie Rain, Manasi DeWare, Elizabeth Ann Luca, Caitlin Bailey Minier, Julia Caroline Coburn, Madison Elaine Codman, Amanda Lowe, Jenna Sanzo, Isabella Rater, Arun Arthi Kalor, Jashi Isabel Vilaf, Catherine Elizabeth King, Molly Kate Clunk, Miranda Rose Spadacino, Gisele Altagracia Nunez, Chloe Isabel Simmons, Elise Catherine Harmer, Sarah Elizabeth Pooley, Curran O'Donnell, Jessica Evans, Lena Rose McInerney, Abigail Thomas, Cameron Wiechek, Jahaziel Charles Bruce, Sandra Reeves, Daly Alejandra Acosta Novas.
Graduates being recognized in the School of Hospitality Management are
Ava Candace Lee, Brianna Aaron Myers, Haley Ann Schluchterer, Elizabeth Ann Matthews, Jonathan Clement Revell, Kara Wolfart, Claire Frances Shriver, Junxi Liu, Xinyi Wang, Han Ming Yang, Siman Yue, Lei Zhang, Yan Tong Ip, Derek Scott Gogler, Olivia Catherine Day, Morgan Tiger, Zoe Holman, Sophia Griffiths, Jillian Berardo, Sarah Schatz, Isabella Capecci, Luis Rafael Magliaro, Lauren E. Summers, Spencer Berkowitz,
Andrew Schenk,
Isabella R. Viola, Sophia Maria Croce, Devin D'Amico Tafoya, Libby Weinrock, Alexis J. Lawrence, Tori Ann Melnicki, Carter Joseph Weinstock, Jason Robert Reinert, Hannah Kamenicki, Daniel Neil Denig, Joshua Cameron Penn, Eileen Jasmine Pinales, Kara Eileen Rose Booth, Lauren O'Brien, Thomas Ryan, Tess Balton, Kobe A. Gibson, Chloe Cahellas, Sarah Lindsay Jaslow, Faith Pinsey, Heng Hock Keshin Lee, Jingjing Yang, Christina Alexis Dowd, Emma Eliza Ulanik, Lindsay Lauren Avillo, Arden Roadside, Jessica D'Amico, Garrett Hiller, Tyler Kevin Hurst,
Christopher Boyd,
Abigail Furlong, Emily Catherine Welsh, Emily Krosky, Adele Vokunova, Molly Davis, Grace Caroline Ronan, Sarah Marie Katanka, Isabel Amir, Tianyi Yao, Eruj Fatima.
Graduates being recognized in the Department of Human Development and Family Studies are
Caroline Sophia Horn, Margalit Ava Reutman, Alexa Lynn Russo, Ikike Peter Akpe, Alyssa Marie Buck, Yasa Morcilia Morris Fellow, Elon Bowie, Jennifer Linda Gao, Veronica Elizabeth Chesney, Lauren Mary Seaman, Chloe Rigo, Hannah Louise Rogers, Rebecca Elizabeth Faust, Abigail Renee Helm, Christina Lynn Kelly, Jennifer Lynn Harris, Samia Monet Bond, Jose M. Martinez Estacio, Jada Watkins, Claudia Ann Schultz, Molly Delina McGoy, Nikki Rose De Palma, Sophie Hannah Weiss, Olivia Jade Alanya, Gina Maria Schlim, Christina E. Lloyd, Catherine Olivia Paternostro, Hannah Rose Walk, Alicia Laurentis, Faith E. Kelly, Tracy Young, Jordan Crabtree, Marlena Detweiler, Ashley Wickemeyer, Hayden A. Dorsett, Abigail Elaine Lesueur, Katie Lynn Martin, Mary Jane C. Montanari, Catherine Dietl, Gabrielle Vanderveer, Allison Susan Luchanig, Leah Renee Dulance, Kendall Smith, Addison Mary Orndorff, Addison Elizabeth McLean, Rebecca Arnold, Brianne Grimsey, Marissa Megan Bird, Sarah Caroline Gingrich, Michael Joseph Parati, Erin Mary Hopkins, Abigail Marie Harsh, Mary Grace Shuck, Madeline May Hart, Madison Paige Menzer, Michelle Eileen Santamore, Tiara Janae Hernandez, Isabella Rose Carlo, Kayla Emily Quinn, Stephanie Ann Trujillo, Jacqueline M. Chambers, Jillian Amanda O'Neill, Anna Christine Clark, Olivia Mary Noel Valandra, Audrey Elizabeth Montero, Brooke Singer, Amanda Rachel Brown, Emma O'Hare, Sarah Elizabeth Ann Mackey, Jolie Carey, Sarah Kronsberg, Kelly Rafferty, Julia Scanlon, Olivia Rose Root,
Cameron Corcoran,
Ariana Mariotti, Emily Sforza, Devin Michelle Thompson,
Graduates being recognized in the Department of Kinesiology are
Olivia M. Taveras Nemes, Kylie Nicole DeVries, Allison Marie Bolick, Lauren Griega, Ryan Patton Almquist, Zachary Hunter Angel, Madison Elizabeth Melliker, Ramiel Albert Ballesteros, Winta Thompson, Julie Ann Warren, Kyle George Glick, Mackenzie Rose Hammers, Ashley Nicole Myers, Taylor A. Zerby, Megan Keenan Ventrella, Jenna Besthoff, Barisha Patel, Sebastian Andrew Saliba, Rebecca Sarah Gonzalez, Sage Marie Jersevich, Liam Albert Smith,
Amira Norris Cottrell,
Callie Jane Pruitt Culligan, Melissa Erdal, John Meyer, Kate Donofrio, Lauren Elizabeth Tribeck, Isabella Dinalo, Karina Margarita Natoli, Caitlin Rose Conway, Gianna Marie Straza, Sadie Ellen Smith, Taryn Jacqueline Campion, Victoria Ann Sui, Tianjuo Fan Ma, Janice Shiana Menzano, Ryan Matthew Kokoski, McKinley James Ellis, Brianna May Rufo, Nicholas James Alexander, Brian Standen, Daniel Joseph Antonucci, Thomas Jacob Ballas, Samantha Roberto, Kaylee Adine McShane, Gabriella Rose Tellerico, Jessica Michelle Viola, Alyssa Brooke Wirtz, Dylan Austin Waltemeyer, Eliza Albenzi, Stephen Wang, Maya Jade Pritchard, Madeline Barrick, Caroline Trampadak Graff, Catherine May D'Angelo, Claudia Catherine Brown, Jordan Robinson, Jenna Caitlin Rizek, Aliana Rivora, Carrie Rose Fitzpatrick, Han Fei Wang, Cami Catlin Guisto, Catalina Chung, Nathan C. Young, Skylar Ray Norton, Jackson J. Marzek, Madison Emons, Megan Delaney Young, Aubrey Lynn Bruner, Morgan Hurst, Dylan M. Perez, Justin Mira, Daniel Stefanik, Celine Marie Boychuk, Cherie Desiree Adams, Aubrey M. Westwood, William Aaron Brown Jr., Tyler N. Marino, Brady Przelski, Cole Przelski, Brian Gemby, Ryan Miller, Julian Pierce Nichols, Joshua Lewis, Michelle Elizabeth Steiner, Margaret Suzanne Shannon, Olivia Vicenza Fiorani, Hannah Christine Bird, Luke Husak, Michael M. Ansbach, Gabrielle West, Kyle Franick, Corin Elizabeth Wolven, Liana Alina Cubido, Charlotte Class, Marissa A. Camposano, Hallie Megan Angstadt, Kristen Elise Delia, Jenna Sue Daw, Kohler Garrett Gingrich, Tricia Sumwai Chung, Christopher Joseph Salemi, Mirko Pandini, Luke D. Sisko, Emily Morgan Donnelly, Anna Rose Abrams, Kiara L. Graham, Kennedy Savoy Jackson, Alyssa Ortiz, Anna M. Ferranzos, Chibugo Adeze Obichere, Faith Grace Hasso, Grace Christina Mahoney, Madeline Celeste Dudley, Hyunjun Wee, Michael Lawrence Chismar, Joseph Daniel Natali, Lindsay Nicole Bushkowski, Aaron Wild, Nicole Esposito, Luke James Higgins, Emilion Gabrielle Black, Taylor Rogers, Mackenzie Quinn, Mackenzie Ann Roy, Graham Fritchie, Caden J. Maratta, Jaden Dallas Sconzo, Jonathan DiVincenzo Bartley, Dylan Kruma, Gabriella Cangiamila, Caitlin Jenna Louie, Julia Ann McShay, Andrew Michael Simpson,
Ali Cecile Galucci.
Nicole Beth Laudenbach, Ritesh Chabra, Aaron Scott Utzik, Aidan Wall, Matthew James Hoffman, Clay Charles Mangin, Angela Marie Guerra, Sydney Elizabeth Cooney, Jasper Spiller, Elena Noel Vos, Axel Magda Wasiak, Savitos Singh Chalana, Jacob Dean, Sean Joseph Bustinowitz, Tanner Trent Blacker, Mitchell Dunay, Ryan Tyler Evans, Zachary Michael Taylor, Luke Thomas Freilich, Jenna Nicole Casasanto, Francis Schopfer, Emma Joy Rausch, Keegan Buckley May, Julia Elise Breeden, Shreya Bamareddy.
Graduates being recognized in the Department of Nutritional Sciences are
Jillian R. Smith, Sarah Kaderka, Maura F. Bunnell, Emily P. Holdsman, Emma Caldart, Gwen B. Jepson, Domenica Teresa Angelo, Anna Lynn Cartelli, Sydney Page Kushik, Ajut Chan, Adriana Yuan Knaus, Morgan Sidney Hoover, Anna Elizabeth Santoro, Kara Ashlyn Murray, Olivia Rose Brill, Bonnie Wong, Yu Ting Chong, Angel Malden, Jeremy Michael Kane, Justin Young, Mindy Lee, Sarah Elizabeth Masker, Juliana Umbaldo, McKenna Noel Broadbeck, Juliana Rose Horvath, Victoria Abigail Grassick, Callista Nicole Cool, Mary Kathleen Gunder, Haley Nicole Widmer, Gyang V. Quinlay, Jordan Montana Anderson, Jenna White, Emily Bill, Amy Elizabeth Slowick, Sarah Hahn, Ivana Joy Kasi, Cynthia Puleo, Julia Sue Rothweiler, Hannah June Allmiller, Valerie T. Levine, Anna Beatriz Coronado Marin, Carly Wonelauer, Haley C. Herbalock, Nolan Alexander Klein,
Graduates being recognized in the Department of Recreation, Park, and Tourism Management are
Sean Thomas Durant, Tucker Logan Haas, Leah Grace Jardell, Julia Coulter, Brandy Lynn Trebold, Elizabeth Ochoa, Jenna L. Horkler, Logan Wukatsevitz, Gino Oliver Cruciani, Brandon Joshua George, Evan Tracy, William C. Garish, Dietrich Christopher Nauer, Rachel Ann Gearing, Sean Patrick Mayer, Matthew Scott Anderson, Julia Hensler, Sarah Nicole Garvin, Marguerite M. Dulac, Shannon Marie Stover, Nicholas Dean Otto, John Patrick Doherty, Jamie Elizabeth Dunlap, Leanne Nicole Pickett, Kelly Elizabeth Lenskold, David Alonji, Luke Edmund Collum, Cade Michael Crossgrove, Ronald Webb, Allison S. Rentschler, Ryan James Peachy, Michael Christopher Foliani, Quinn James Grennan, Jake William Armstrong, Naviag Rungta, Jack Thomas Parker, Gerard F. Ascolis III, Jack Stasic, Jacob Aaron, Jenna Ann Doman, Renee Coma, Emily May Romberger, Andrew Watts, Jackson James Dolge, Kevin Robert Wall, Justin Strobel, Hazel Ann Yonke, Sean Hopkins, Joshua James Weefers, Brandon Krager Hess, Nicholas Dalen Ritter,
All right. All right, so now we will proceed with the moment, the conferral of the degrees. So, will all undergraduate degree candidates in the College of Health and Human Development, including those watching on live stream, rise as you are able. Dr. Schwartz, Trustee Tribeck, I am pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates.
Dean Newshafer, thank you very much. Thank you to the department heads and all the faculty of the College of Health and Human Development for presenting these worthy and approved candidates. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the degree you have earned with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. You may now move your tassel from right to left. Family and friends, let's hear it. I know it's Sunday morning, but you can do better than that. Come on. Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated.
Now welcome back to the podium Trustee Robert Tribeck, who is also representing the Penn State Alumni Association today and will induct these new graduates into the association.
Thank you, Dean. Once again, congratulations, class of 2023. The Penn State Alumni Association celebrates your successes and welcomes you into a proud network of Penn Staters. More than 174,000 alumni and friends like you keep their connection to our university strong through the Alumni Association. With your graduation, you will receive a one-year membership in the association, and it will connect you with your local alumni groups, over 300 worldwide. So please, as you take your next step as a Penn Stater, reach out to your alumni chapter. You will make relationships that will last your entire life. And with that, we would like to ask our new graduates again to please rise as you are able. And would all other Penn State alumni here today rise as well as you are able. It gives me great pleasure to induct today's graduates of the Pennsylvania State University into the Penn State Alumni Association. Welcome to the family. Congratulations. Be seated.
Thank you, Trustee Tribeck. Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close. I think Trustee Tribeck was supposed to say, please be seated. So please be seated. All right, before concluding the ceremony, there are some groups, and they've been mentioned a couple of times in the remarks you've already heard, but these are groups that really deserve some special recognition. Parents, grandparents, spouses, children, other family members, and friends have all contributed to the achievements that we're celebrating here today. So what I'd like to ask is for all family members and friends of graduate, you up there, to rise and remain standing for just a second. Go on, one, all of you, friends and family members. Yeah, that's right. The sacrifice, the understanding, the support, the caring that you've all offered have helped your graduates to attain the educational goals that we are marking here today. This encouragement that you've given is critical, and it's not always easy. It takes a special commitment, and I know that you've worked hard to get to this day, as have these graduates. So you kind of did it already, but let's have the graduates get up one more time, find your family members, and let's give them all one round of applause. All right, thank you. Now also at the heart of every great university are the faculty and the staff who support our students. Can I ask our faculty and staff members who are here today, including those on the stage, to please stand, and we'd like to recognize our faculty and staff of this great university. Thank you. You can be seated. So we'll conclude our commencement ceremony by thanking you for this We Are spirit that embodies our community. I'm proud and grateful that you chose to advance your education here at Penn State. You'll always be part of the Penn State family, and we wish you health, happiness, and success wherever you go. So we'll bring Erica Harvey back up to stage to lead us in the singing of the alma mater. And then after the alma mater, please stand and remain standing as you are able until the academic procession has exited the floor. Following the departure of the platform party, the University Marshals will dismiss the graduates from each department. So we'll ask everybody to stand. And sorry.
For the glory of old state, for her founder strong and great, for the future that we wait, raise the song, raise the song. Sing our love and loyalty, sing our hopes that bright and free. Rest, O Mother dear, with thee, all with thee, all with thee. When we stood at childhood's gate, shapeless in the hands of fate, thou didst mold us, dear old state, dear old state, dear old state. May no act of ours bring shame to one heart that loves thy name. May our lives but swell thy fame, dear old state, dear old state. Thank you.